Look, it sounds a ridiculous thing to say, but I think Wales have got as much chance of getting to the final as they have about getting knocked out of the group. I think it's that finally poised. They're in the so-called group of death, and Fiji as well. I think a lot of people are writing Fiji off, but we know in Wales they can cause an upset and it'll be dangerous if if it's a nice dry hot day. They will cause some problems. But look, I think Wales they've got to either beat Australia or England in Twickenham to progress. It's going to be very difficult, but I think the squad has been together for the last 4 years, full of experience, and I fancy them just to sneak out of the pool. Probably for me, most highlight in my career was a couple really, but the 2 Grand Slams, being involved in 2 Grand Slams for Wales was pretty special, particularly somebody of my age who grew up without seeing a Grand Slam in person for 27 years. So to be part of that first team that delivered that in 2005 against Ireland, in the Millennium Stadium, as anybody was there, it was an unforgettable day. For the nation, looking back at it, I suppose you don't appreciate it at the time. You enjoy it at the time, but then you're looking back now after how special it was to be part of that team to break the mould and to bring a Grand Slam back to Wales. I think the 2 players for me who I found very difficult to play against in my era. Very lucky to play against them, and unlucky really, was Richie, McCaw and George Smith. I think for an open side or just a player really, of any position, just what those guys have achieved in the game and how special they are as players and people. It was privileged to play against them first and foremost, but caused me many a sleepless night. I've got to admit, leading up to the Test matches. So without doubt, Richie, McCaw, George Smith, 2 of the greatest players there's ever been. As a Welshman, Millennium Stadium is a special place. With the roof shut, the atmosphere is second to none. But one place I loved playing was in Paris, a night-time game in Paris, Stade de France. The atmosphere there is phenomenal, and we were lucky for Wales. We won there a few times while we were playing there. So yeah, Millennium Stadium would be a favourite, obviously as your home ground, but I think a close second would be Stade de France in Paris. On the field, I grew up with, playing with some great players and watching some great players. But probably in my early days, being a Pontypridd boy, Neil Jenkins was a huge help for me. He broke the mould in Pontypridd. Not many players got selected at the time from Ponty to play for Wales, and he was, kind of the forebearer for that. So when I broke through this, into the senior ranks, he took me under his wing in many ways, probably because I was the other ginger kid there as well. So, but he was an inspiration, and just looked up to him, and he brought me through really when I was in my younger days of Ponty.